at the mobile Ekosiisen Jumedi and Sumidi your sables make us a lawyer Chumberima Ewaha or a member of the NDC National Communications Team Sanso and the Honorable Dennis. Patriot Miracles Abuaje Ewo Eha Enti Ansana lawyer Ebetwa Nenkomonus. No lawyer started off with the fuel price increment. He had to say but Broja Jemfi says, Obi, what is the argument? That all the sites Honorable Akando and his committee visited did not exist? We expect the government to deliver on this age-old promise. They always have something to blame. We are tired of the explanations of their failures. Broja Jemfi. We say, good afternoon, Obi. I am happy Miracles has mentioned Abetifi District Hospital, which was being built under the NMS. The project has stalled. You would weep when you see how we are wasting money in this country. Cry, my beloved country. Kwache Safo. Edie Enono. We say, Obi, the NPP started this 88 district hospital that transmogrified into Agenda 111 from opposition. Really? It was in their 2016 manifesto, page 38, item G. They repackaged it into 88 during COVID-19 and later expanded it. On what grounds did the president give those timelines? My brother Miracles wishes he can miraculously explain it away, but please remind him that reality has humbled the president into admitting that he was overambitious. In other words, he was unrealistic. Reality will humble them. That's Eric, the end of the or the long say good evening, Obi. On the issue of Agenda 111 scam, it is quite a lengthy test. And I'll come back and read, Eric, your message, quite lengthy, but I'll find time and read it. We say Obi, greetings to Honorable Kennedy, Japan. This one says, Obi, visit the Eastern Regional Hospital and thank the president for us. Nana Amponsa Bediako. Eastern Region there, any Kofuri dia no. The last time I saw a video from there, that's quite huge. That's Obi, the NDC has no moral right to even ask questions on the Agenda 111 aside Circle Interchange and Rage Hospital renovation and a few E-blocks. NDC under former President Mahama never completed a single project they started, including Terminal 3 and even the Legon Hospital. They should stop distracting the government with lies and fabricated stories. I personally have shared plenty of the hospitals on my Facebook page. George Quatin Ewo Adenta. George Quatin. Obi, Miracles and myself accompanied the VIP to the north and saw several of the projects. Golu is one example, as you mentioned. Kofi Tonto and Ediwe Abba. Obi, Afram Plain South, it has been abandoned after excavating the site last year. That's from Dallas and Poma Williams. Afram Plain South should be in the eastern region. Where's Obi? Please tell Miracles not to worry about Akando's propaganda. The people who live where the 94 hospitals are ongoing can see the evidence. NPP should also publish videos of the ongoing project. Junior Ewo Tantra Hills at the Eni. Obi, is Miracles telling us that during COVID people were left to die because there were no beds? Obi, please, can you quote the president about bring back the economy but don't know how to bring back lives? I'm confused about his statement. Please query him if people were left to die. But okay, baby, in that regard, I
say do baby crowd. They said say those who are above a certain age, they will no longer accept them. No,
but say in your reference, you didn't cite Italy.
And that's where you clarity.
Okay, and let me end with Eric J. Test and now lawyer Mabama Watwa. So Eric said, Obi, the NPP government has nothing better to offer Ghanaians in terms of infrastructure, to be precise, the health sector. It's quite unfortunate when the NPP were wailing at the NDC during President John Mahama's time in office, throwing dust into the eyes of Ghanaians, and also giving false hope that President John Mahama has failed in delivering better infrastructural projects in places they claim it should have been, and promised to deliver beyond expectations. In 2020, during the COVID-19 pandemic, where His Excellency Nana Addo said in a speech during the SONA that his government will build 88 hospitals, including regional hospitals, in the new 6 created regions, but failed. The next year, which was 2021, during the same period, he also promised he had cancelled the 88 hospitals building and now would be building 111 hospitals in Ghana, to which, as we speak now, not even a single hospital out of either the 88 or the 111 has been built, not even to talk of commissioning. This is very poor, and the government has failed through sloganeering. In NDC's regime, when John Mahama started building schools in communities in order to develop most rural areas in Ghana, this same MPP government then in opposition criticized and spoke a lot that government is building schools in farms, and then children may find it difficult to attend. No, so what people in sanity was but hospitals are facilities that can even be built at the seashore or the market square. But what do we see? Nothing of such has been done to secure the lives of the citizenry of Ghana. To understand that as we speak, La Hospital has been demolished by this government, and we see no development over there. NPP government has nothing to offer Ghanaians in terms of building infrastructure than to speak of even building a cheap compound. Dennis Miracle Abuaje will talk for long before one is even built. Eric Ejay.
Radio text.
Masa, where
Radio text.
the longest text message I'm making through 2022 and 2023. And Eric Ejay, we say, I will personally take a candle on a trip to a Fija Kwabre North constituency to see progress of work on Agenda 111. Greetings to miracles. Honorable Collins Adomakon Mensa. Yes, lawyer.
All right, so Obi.
Yes.
You see, this project's about the hospitals in that. It says, "Ever can win some more." But it's young. Let me. I'll continue from baby and one earlier one, but let me quickly say this. Dennis made a kind of analysis when he was talking. I agree with him perfectly.
Asempa FM.
Oh yeah,
94.7.
I mean, it's not just okay and no way.
Yeah.
There are stages that you go through.
Sure.
Because if you go okay and said on one, I always go back to the district assembly in the now out the example one. But could do an assassin at the coin, the assassin at TBM.
Yeah.
As I was someone sat near that. Tinina saw watch and sometimes to we and our can see a day.
Air question.
And anything that make a meeting I catch an earlier one to say. Where I would watch set to say benchmark and the market will script. If I say benchmark and a mark will be the
mark will be answered there.
I buy the cars I saw per year project with. One of the concerns in Libya, I can't do him say or raise is the fact that one my contractor visit cannot call site.
Sure.
One first can man some what now can mobilization. Mobilization is carried the card man some mobile
and site, yes.
Don't go fragmacy. A percentage, sometimes you are 20% of your entire fee.
This one was 10%.
And 10, yes. Until 10% of an entire fee in Yanara. The all credit man would do 60% level of raise certificate. I think 50% more at the asset 10 so I'm gonna 60% payment. Then goes to be enough month 10 taxes some different the balance I can get the amount.
Yeah.
But see among we can call site I say it's not right for the minority section on health or I mean a committee on health to come and raise those concerns.
Nobody has said it's not right.
Your argument I will say
Asempa
is the one you are talking about here. I tried to keep quiet and make notes on and send me an okay. So how can I say oh na we twem akọ oboase no nam trede nti one ka trede one so na okọ oboase dia so enti wo hu trede nti oboase de man nka
Kona kasa.
okay the opposite can
no person say se wo hu trede de na ka se me hu trede omo ye by hand so omo nye by omo de aso omo push a certain narrative say hwe nkoso wo ba bia.
Did they give you areas our officer hwe nkoso
I
o ma wo I can't do my one.
Sure.
Na de ma no boa.
Dabi.
And say argument and I say yake. So the okay no mo de a so boa na bibi because one no say hwe nko so de a then proving wrong.
Oboa.
Why we should
Oboa.
No so oboa me answer. Come asem la.
Na de no oboa.
Obi de oboa ne say mami kan chiro. De oboa ne say.
What about you
talking
for almost an hour.
It is not the case. Or say Madina has been abandoned as
what happened? I was here and I was very quiet listening to you.
Mami ntie lawyer.
Raise your documents. Don't answer anything. I don't need to come and answer anything.
Oh no, say me
Tell me. When your brother travel because I raise your document that the woman in the enemy naturally. And me bisa say can do so no be kan ye. Baby okura na cameraman nya na tell obi. Na enye no kura na some o ka fa wan enye no kura. Did you see contractors at those sites? The way we say was screen so and here. Na contractors be na and here woman na.
Aye hu ye na contractors.
Emmanuel say when I show our yin so. Ya no.
That video ehu ye na o ma start ye bi ba na contractor be ye. No.
That's the question. Who will be all?
No.
Thank you.
Oma send lawyer message. Oma send lawyer message. Send us the car say no. Ayo mo de ba you see who we are making no.
Ba mani we no. Yes.
As one making here. Say I can't do some of the kind and I say very good. The why we show you. So we show you now. Okay? We show we. Me man is coming home but I'm coming back to you because of the video that I will show you. So my question is if I can't mention in the morning. Say some project site in conduct the
that is not what he said.
But one site they've abandoned the site.
That's not what he said.
Oh.
Miracles, man.
But that's not what he said.
No, but let him finish. Let him finish.
Let
him finish. So we are now.
Okay. So be in the site. Why won't show you any idea? One was a contract to be in the site. It's not within their right to call us and to draw those into your attention. All right. And these are the things that and man be yaking you. What about tracker? We'll see. Most of them, according to people that were already was on. I read your name reason. I said now for phones. So we not texting reason. I was like, and how can phones actually reasons? Me what? Now tell them who be me what? Me what answer me what na?
That's the reasons okay.
You
doubt the reasons.
I have answer na. He gave me a document from Parliament. What say I can't do with this paper.
Sure.
He gave it to you and you also read the document. What kind of document? Did you see the reasons on the document?
No, redesign it.
Did you see the reasons on the document?
No.
No. He read it on his phone.
Akanda has this. He has this reason. He has it in a different document. In a different document. Akanda has this one. Akanda has this one in a different document. And that must be.
How do you know?
He has it.
How do you even know?
Oh, now why a public?
How do you know? How do you know he has it in a different document?
Obi, I didn't make a choice.
How do you know he has it in a different document?
Okay. Public document.
So, they make it. Oh, then it's that. Just flow.
You finish.
Okay. So what about travel can we do? What person we didn't can there and the holy obi anyin say the can there no kre. But obi a team akọ baby. Cameraman do much we video today. Or ma a report of what he is seeing from the site. What's your nya no kan there no futo na and to go nkrofani. But wo den emfa. Me man say come say uncle but you know I went back because we show can do na no ka say. Wa akra bo ni so no put na mo and I can see him in the video. No, we did one. So then the say, okay. Then the issue that they are raising, let's compare it to the reality.
I'm coming back to it.
What I say? Let's compare it back to the reality.
Asempa FM.
Sign that here.
94.7.
Then he is wrong. So that's it.
But you don't find any problems. They only focused on site. Shame koso eja baby.
Oh, many reasons inti. Ubi sa then you know it.
I don't know with this camo be na shame koso.
Uni mad then dada. Uni mad then no. Because it was presented in parliament.
Uni mad. Obi wuti ai 10% everybody wouldn't scan the door.
Mobilization.
10% na work wouldn't scan the door.
Dabi.
Yo. So bisa project in air saying. Na work 10% out. Na scan everybody, you know. Anya 100 Ghana. Na ukwa yeti anje odi 100 Ghana mo bi na ba kono kwa ntino ma ntu nchezi no. What does here? This is state project. And now they are. It is a scale na se nipa ne nkoya adwuma so koye wani ho. Parliament is no machine dey ba kono no. Na se wo makwa akoye nhwema ko nsa de ne se na ekoso. Nipa na mo se wo man nska dey na bi at the site. Ono odifuni abakira wo. Etimi ne waka de be hia wo no say. As a government no na say mo am person mo defend adi way to the core no. Mo fa ne anything ko for every site wo. Wo bra mo mobilization.
No serious parliamentarian would do that because you already have the reason in the report. You know the difference between us and you know.
You see,
that is why yours. That is yours. That is your problem.
Political party.
Yes, serious. Oh yes, serious.
Serious politician. Last person that political party.
No serious politician. No serious politician.
One after the other.
Okay. So why you are trying to draw the attention to the wrong?
Okay.
One ya dia nyina wo twena dia gyina sa wo mpe. Opesa wo de gya no no kwosoro MPP fo nkwa nenum nyansa Ghana ha. Tade o ye na yo anyo MPP ni na yo nto praise him and sing hymns to him. No nkwa nanim. Ompa de obi ye. Wan nya bra ne da gya nkwa hesa de ya ekoso. Which minister in your government? And I site you video baby.
Can you imagine the dishonesty? When you are holding a report with the status of
Miracles, honorable, now if I say a question, be say we go through if we are going by this report, our parliament now, as all be 82 of the projects no at different stages of completion. Yes, 82 out of 111. That's sorry, out of 101. That should be.
And 101 okay.
And I'm making
100 agenda. No, 111. I was agenda 111.
I said they are kind of regional hospitals. No, it is our head district ones. Hey, 111. Sure.
Let's go.
Say be 80 something no ejuma air cost no. That should be a positive development. I was say Ghana and Libya should be proud of that. The
African question, the anonymity was because 84, 82 will be question. Is that your argument?
No, the argument is do you then base on bare 13 problem or no to paint a picture that nothing is happening?
Did he tell you? I mean, your catcher would be because one.
Oh, party Benny.
Yes, when. Minun and your catcher would be because one. Obi.
Ukosina.
Because one. She ain't also. So as in course then he is very attention to the fact that what this can be. BBNC. And to me, no, you should take this in good faith and follow up. But so better man is a man acquire any age, my bonnet put on acquire. Anyone know. And yet, Muntiafutu. Obia tram before Nyansa yet. I'm a car, what bank everything. Look at our economic state. Look at our economic state. World Bank, one should we are some something to us. Were prompting us when we were going wrong. What ya? You were still doing the wrong things. Ya track and baby. And I know ya. Just 2020, February 2020. IMF was World Bank was telling us said yes, Bob Siakonia, who you are better no man never say. Wouldn't ye? July last year July, and nobody declares Ghana is a debt district country. Mutu wana tumufu, obia tumufu. Goso bia di bebe hunga katsa mbi before bia yanye. Wa wo kamya ya propaganda. Wa wo kamya ya propaganda. Mi why na ya papa a obi ba betre ba bisa kan sa dia wo ye ne bone. So wo ya dia ba ni fo se do twa sa enim se na chiachia. Dodi wa chile chwa adwan jina na ba ko minu afo a wo ya enko yi so. Wo se won pensa. You have issues with those trying to prompt to something going
94.7.
Wan kasam ye asem we anapa ka ba betra be yi se do ko mja be Ghana po. Okay? They are redesigning how community for them. Do they know that you are doing redesigning? Woman, money from one. Said the entire project name cost say you buy and be ABC inti. I was say Christian creating a say from the samba. You see? You always paint the thing say and I make an motor money and tomorrow. So we leave you as that. Number of them and I'm up with this way. Okay? And I'm up with this one. Anyone how can people like this?
Okay.
Anyway, so back to me main issue.
James Kwabena Bonfair. James Kwabena Bonfair Kabila. Half full or half empty argument. It's so ridiculous. It exposes our failure to listen to each other. What is anybody saying contradicting the other? They are saying the same things from opposition and government perspectives. Nothing more. Let us learn to be tolerant in our divergent views. No one government can do everything. That point made, we need to appreciate audacious steps. We can choose to acknowledge each effort without sounding cynical, as if we are nothing but bad. Government must also be humble to also make concessions when you lose nothing by acknowledging shortfalls. It is not wrong to pay attention to highlights from our bitterest opponent. There is no shame to concede in politics when the intentions are clear.
That's right.
James Kwabena Bomfe. Obi, so Miracle still has the courage to come and be defending the indefensible. Please tell Miracle that his effort to save the face and image of this government, what they have done is to mess and destroy the economy as we speak, with a huge amount of over 455 billion Ghana cedis borrowed within 6 years with less to show. Miracles has been throwing dust into our eyes, and this is not helping him. His submissions are full of distortions, and he just come to set his own questions and provide answers. Paul De Suso, a Worcester in Massachusetts and a member of the NDC. Good evening, OB. Ghanaians experience this kind of sophisticated communication during the 250 Community Day Schools project under JDM, until journalists were forced to do their own physical on-site verification, which helped quell the mischief. I'm therefore putting it to you to send a team to verify for us so we will know which party is lying. Is this difficult, Obi? Sir Gadus or Amfeld in the United Kingdom? And Uduwe Abba Gadus would do that. Would do that. Obi, good evening. When it comes to good and quality infrastructure across the country, no party can come near the NPP-led Nanado. God bless Miracles for reviewing the good work of the NPP. Regards to Honorable Mark Okraku Mante of Ayin Swano. Same Boache and the day we are praying. Lawyer, yenafa wanu simami na Miracles Emrim.
Now make us about earlier on about fuel increment.
Yes.
Media, I mean, I'm not too surprised almost at fuel. But now my concern and medical reason was on the fact, sir. Yeah, what BB a bit me sustain. You see, you hear tomorrow in the capacity now. Nanka a Jumedia and I say a Jumacobi and support
94.7.
Yan Yakrabi 70% production for internal use. Nanka BDC is here and they want to control 100% at the 30%. Now, Zobi, your time and a zero. A zero. Ama BDC is in their control the entire thing in with 100% import. Into Umba, that's a bit of fracture. Need your koto no, and first word doesn't be biano. You have nothing to speak to than just to agree. Aban Samania. Aban Samania. Now, the Yana, baby, I'm a cousin. When it comes to this kind of things, and that's a me argument to one. I only compare MPP to MPP. Show me someone can when they were in opposition about fuel. And I could find a tweet about me and the assistant. Or Madraba for trot, then, or Momo Yako. Yako, the moment now say, Yanya, were insensitive. 1 minute woman whom tea or 2 petrol. No more dear Bahom in Yanasa. You must see myself or better than I could use enough fuel per liter. I think it was around 4 cities. As I grow, cool, because that cross to 8 number Kumasi. Number 4 and on Facebook, fu and I break it, as I never 1 liter of super. And I'm almost 14 cities. Unkoyo Nipano no man for Yakono. You know, one driver for us. Sad driver for commercial drivers, especially private, no one for what kind of insurance a basis. Sabano to send him who will fast say ya
94.7.
Say any pana binya kwanyande. What you some company? What was a company a bit? And never any man namcro. Patri, a cock stroke a cry bar bed 12 over video. Now one would say, I will face a patron never coffin. It was a patron never coffee and answer. And some man who could do 13.40 say and add. Now, we said on Wednesday. I don't know what's on Wednesday.
A new increment
Wednesday.
let me confirm.
That's fine.
Let me confirm.
But at least in the course of the week.
Yeah.
Now what you yes mu ya mu no.
Okay.
Yeah, but some fu mu bi. Ba ko me say 13% to say. Me say diesel no say super na 13 I don't even know. Check mama.
Yeah.
Okay? So the American say
Again, the fuel price to rise in February despite gold for oil policy.
February,
specific dates in India. Yes.
Okay, that's fine. But at least, I heard so I require first February. So now, Abana no so odwene Ghana for. O so suma driver for ni ahemfo no. Ono nie. Obi. Asam pa 8 ya. Ye kan say Akufo-Addo ene ne ba wo miaban so wo mo ye papa Ghana fo ne edamani mahu wo mo ye bone so edamani mahu na me de ba wo miade ne ya na mte se wo so oba president na to say wo no e wo tip so be di Akufo-Addo abroma na feli
Mahama krasa ya ba na ba wo Mahama
that is your purpose because now what one manima nyina say our economy have collapsed. You're locking Ghana out of the international market. I mean, you think besia inflama na nema. We see what?
Still businessmen
we see what? As vice president, meanwhile, Akufo-Addo ni rain nyina hye wo mu. When it comes to economy, what ni rain nyina hye wo ba wo mu. At the expense of the political party, no mu nyina mpo so one drop. Na won the party ni. Okay? People stood against it. Some PCF for Rebecca and Japan me na Rebecca. When you were named having gone against all this words in our time, and never baby, I would not yet never do. We twist now to tell about food and now and to TB. Okay? Want to be and to TB manner. I mean, for why even listen to you? What because I can also come. I didn't know. You do so busy because I didn't want to. You can have the entire show to yourself. Open crying national class on Quatra and Nakoso Casa. Ghana for visit you with you. What I say? It's very funny, Obi. But me says I make a home can be. He cannot speak to these issues. Because I'm not comparing them to any political party. I'm comparing them to themselves. And not gab in the car you. And not energy minister in the car you. Akufo-Addo ni masam plus one when masam on fuel in the past.
Asempa
FM 5 cities per liter.
94.7.
And the same panel they do 14, 13, 16. Omuti one ye basamba tumbi. Me wa wo bibia se na make no institution bi siwa. President Mahama time. Nyansa ni nim de papa wo nti. Was starting money refinery 20% of our crude from Jubilee at the refinery. Okay, at the word I could both CEO for Boston Town.
Yeah.
At that time. Near refinery 20% of Jubilee crude. You're fine no krumwa. Mobile, your mom must be in Yaman City. 1% of members mutin your krumwa. 1. Must end this for you, and this for your incompetent yet. Incompetent, let me refine 20% of our crude in Ghana. Competent for 1% commitment 1%. You are still happy. Money Ekosibo mo samrane. Mo amosi mu nya sam woni mu dia bro bia de so kroma. The only nya sa de obo se wa bon na woni mu hwe no. Ondo timi refine 20%. Oh kroma. Anyasafo na betra say mo so mu de betra say 0.5 commitment refine kroma.
Okay.
And now we are struggling. The ba mu trimu ne say yenkotam gold enkopa obi refine product woni krom. Enfamra ne me ye ho aduma. Na say enfamra yenkrofo no nenkofo nisu.
Okay, lawyer,
these are the competent ones. So what I'm saying is very simple. Just look at this analysis of them on CCI. Nebusa who say, can MPP continue to tag themselves somewhere or be competent? Based on this simple thing. Say incompetent, let me out 20% refinery. Of Yanga say why you are to Krumga. Competent one by 0.5 going to be amount. 7 years down the line. I can't 10 minutes to put them not all. And they are still talking. They are not able to bow down their head in shame and accept the error. Say when they are in Chai, there be and before me side you. Every single thing they will defend it. They don't know how to accept something. Oh, where they are in Chai in Tiajatum.
Motivational speeches.
Lawyer Chumberema, a lawyer ni or a member of the NDC's National Communications team. and or share so say nyame ya adom na obi kwan a ebia ade amame mfa no
MP se ne de na wo se ayi asafo je ni mabre MP me so me kan to se me ko pre me bia fo bia me se me ko se na wo be ka dia
e be fa form no
was here fa form
what ya kan grofo de se wo se ayi wo no ma he ti awie mo nya bre e bo MP fo a mo se ku ba de cameraman so okopa MP wen
wage agbawe
akufu the cameraman na ma hin so on jase
na the camera won not
o ma hin so on jase say
man say no ma
hin ni oni ma ka tro
for the bias for
one so on jase na o say he made a general
maybe in the pakupo kana say but the point in my worry is the fact that you emphasis on cameraman
you can na me kan busa so
or president
then what preface in the
was the cameraman okopa de
okay
can say when you get obi mo kan say obi when you get neka when ma hin neka me na me na mo kan say me say na mo kan obi na mo kan say man ka say ku for the cameraman
oh yes oh yeah camera oh yeah head of
dia kan ni sa na mo kan no
yeah
obi na
head of cinematography
man obi ya mo kan ya ke wo si ku for the cameraman so ko be
Daniel Feta
so kan say so very good so they make it MPs no there anybody na mbogbo mu di no ba ko pa na menim no mu asafo je
bosome frɛ ho
mo so ko na mo so no so no na mo so no so ayɛ
o ko since you know your deputy director international relations
minim
but first no your administrator
but you say mo se why den be say on so na mo bo ne yam akra
oh no ya mo ne yam say na ye bobo names aba app mo ko pre MP
na say di ni bo no na mo say as mo say mfata
oh dabi oh na me make the kind and say going into the primaries we would make sure that we scrutinize name be a baba app be so that we get the best into our parliament. That's the point.
Kobo no ma hintep ne tie say na mo kan
na obi just say yeah
no waka so we indict him movie
no it's not fair
but when what is not fair you know what is fairness
no but what is reason
hope is fairness like beaches lies in the eyes of the people
unfortunately maintain but mention that kwakuti
but me dey see what MP7 huni I think say sorry kunyata I want to see more. Obi Apribi. So what does it?
Yes.
Obi Apribi and Abdul Apre no. I mean, there is one of the strongest who survive.
Me fa form mama.
Obi a person contest bi an contest.
Fantia South.
Me fa form. Obi mama Eric J.
Eric J there. Enya this year. Next.
Eric J had tell me postpone no. Eric J umbrella shall let you see dey be.
No, next one.
Open no.
Eric J dey on call this time. Okwa. The current MP no the member session no.
One what ya no say one dey tell me ade be be.
Eric J no ko ja.
That's man of NDC president.
No be chair ta.
Obi me say nso so make I want ya.
I had the people.
No lawyer but also say we declare. Fantia kwa no be nya akodi si.
Me
on kodi si.
Me nkan.
Onye wadwe say obeko. We sure.
Oh, I don't lie.
Eric J for German.
Me make an hana wish am 100 years and not make a
and lawyer tomb for Fantia Kwasa.
Me nkan. O mo akwa na ko ba me nkan.
Na be Eric J dey also to the book.
Enfino, I say on the
current MP no e collapse.
No to about. Na say nipa na be decide.
About to be. Woni abra o you na
no to MP aba ni bi. Obi ni o ma he o mo to obi. Obi ni o ma he.
Wa say nipa na do ma no won dey no fit and cross and I no mo.
Chaleba names na e ba the door so pa.
Na awe akano ni parliament. Then okay.
O say
akano ni parliament. Names na okay.
Na akano why?
Oba parliament no dey post away depend. On abrebo your dining hall prefect. Enti me ma that is the baseline.
Before parliament. Na waye adwuma e wo your friend is saying National Service Secretary. Because initially, what's what the political way? No, no, Maker like work experience. Who's on national service? He was attached to the secretariat. And now Osaya 1 more year. Osaya 1 more year voluntary service. And sana all we need party position regional youth organization.
I know, but I'm just saying, must send to us. Okay, I'm calling
that's no more than 10 years experience in corporate way. Chum, what you okay, what the man
you made a point. You see, we have to be fair to everybody.
Fair to who?
Me, say, Obi Kasa, Obi into me, Bibia. May mess can it true. my examples. We see names in it. And I'm say see too many obi and work experience and not winning and so be Daniel.
And then your work experience.
That's work experience.
Charlie, and I will say,
yeah,
I'm more attaching to national service, not your voluntary service.
Yeah, yes.
Your work experience.
Or yeah, the service you assign to us.
So that is the base. Just say, yeah, Dina Wati, Dina Wati, Ubia pass level. No. Ubia, almost all the names, if you like mention, all the names Ubia pass level. No. So what are you talking about?
No, but if somebody chooses in the ABA, national service, you choose to want to find a job in the corporate world. I choose to do full-time party work.
Yes.
In the I become regional youth organizer for my party. Akando.
And until no more, why now no needs approve and either in corporate or in party. Why?
Regional youth organizer.
When you move, you have regional. Whether regional, national, or constituency, you move. I'm just trying to make a point.
94.7.
So long as I can't do to me a parliament or be rank in it. Ubia Wagana Hebia bit me a qualifier. The qualification of the coin, it was the baseline, which I'm very proud of him. Very, very proud of him. Until the last thing I want to hear anybody do is to try to analyze the individual and say why you say parliament and brand.
No, by Emrano, you don't build something on nothing.
I can't do yeah,
say
or yeah, that's on to me.
On to me, yes, say.
I didn't answer to be a bit. So, to me, I don't know what they should be. I can't do to me a call. Say, I can't do it to me a call based on the background in India. And they want to make sure be so background is here and finding in film. Because I can't do at least will be a quiet. And I want you to be a quiet.
Oh, me a quiet.
No.
And yet, a Juma wine and yet, I
come as I don't see you. They are making that they say, Obia, or you're getting your sound mind.
But I mean, put the MPs there. I think so. We are you. I think the ever bus one because I don't know. So we have more days ahead. Anyway, be one after the other.
I can't listen to them.
I would say,
and no, yeah, can you men distract me. We are saying, no, number one. Number one.
If you say, Obi,
yeah, can't agenda 111.
yes.
Then a phone call to every community that is a beneficiary in the status of their projects. District hospitals now at the district level, they are about 101.
Yes.
So 101, 88 of them are ongoing. 13 there were issues. 13 no, emu 5 land issues. And emu 8. Emu 5 near and the land in New York. In emu 8 land issues and no topography assassino achia assassino and so near there into redesigning for those projects to take off. There were a lot of the projects across the country. You share pictures every day, share videos every day to show say it's ongoing. And so Ubia Bekasa Agenda 111 is not ongoing at intro. They are uncomfortable. They are not happy. They are not happy that this very important, monumental, if it's a health sector infrastructure is being delivered. This remains the most audacious infrastructural agenda by any government to try and fix once and for all the infrastructure deficit in a particular sector. What I am expecting from everybody, except for, of course, NDC, because it's to their political advantage, and say, communities no more land issues. No, yes, Romo, Omunjemu, the Enfanya project, the Emma community near day, and Yason Faso. Ghana for no so much me a bedi or many contracts no more projects. Yes, Romo, Omo found what in shim, no more to be my project near day. A content Obi, Unkufodia hospital now, no one's a contractor or Pueduma. That project is moving so fast that Ojo on crowing day. And I think that is how almost all the contractors at the various sites in the should do it, should work. They should have faith and confidence in another Kufado. President told to me, sorry, I say, and me fee me my dream no, me fee say hospitals. Districts be so onya hospitals. That president is one that you should trust and believe in. Obi, on my moye dem krano, and ne yan tutu nyume ye. Can you jina so yen lay off here, Obi, in this station that we are seated. Don't do that.
Lawyer Manu, miracles to us.
Asempa and bro, my name evidence during the NDC era was when this media house multimedia lead off with and the reason was that the operational cost was high. Me question now waka say which I hear and then yeshwe kra no multimedia they are hiring and then me so ma high kwame dazi and they o ma high kwame dazi enti some person me compare me na it's easy but mama breast no multimedia was laying off and then now trust and through and then no multimedia is hiring
Obi win game game.
Oh, yeah, my mom account there.
I'm a set up national. Win game.
That time so.
Why would you do that?
Oh, yeah, my mom miracles.
So yes, and then yeah, Casano, and then multimedia is hiring. Nti obi when this for na yo mu fi se o mu nkwa no mu te Ghana no mu nkwa no mu wa no ane o mu kasa no o kan no mu se in the Kufuor aban na the size of government no maka na ene akando obi na no kan tom say presidency ukodubuli asa nipa 1000 net we adwuma akando
and the president service na am the parliament na say the number of president service it's about 1,000 me bwana
okay can we microphone him
no it's about 1,000 900 something me bwana it's about 1,000 me bwana
no waka so obi ate the microphone is on
okay so don't
distract me
Obi let me set the record here and set it straight and I'm very sad to say lawyer Chum is a lawyer, he knows it, but Ojina politics is leading to a certain point. Obi, it is never true that in this government there are 1,000 presidential staffers. It is a lie. And your falsehood. And try and this if we try for years. Oh, I beg you, don't distract me. Let me make my point. It is never true. Obi, I have in my hands my sample report. When you say every year, beginning of the year, presidents we had this report in Parliament. And the M1 said these things are documented in Parliament. The MPs in the war. But I'm not twisting. Obi, 2010, and I beg you to give me time. Why? Because I want to confidence on the kind. Obi, 2010. Said Professor Mills. The total number of staff at the presidency, and you see, we need to teach the public so that everybody will understand. I can say educate the public. The total number of staff at the presidency is 748. President Mills, 2010. 13 years ago, 748. Out of that, Obi, ministers of state at the presidency in 2010, no more 6. Presidential staffers, Obi, I had some muti in year no. Presidential staffers under President Mills, na 27. Other political appointees, 91. Public sector employees, 624. Obi, it is never true that when you go to the Jubilee House, there are 1,000 presidential service. You see, and people assume, I say, watchman no jina bank here woman see. Okofi or say or more bank, it's from a banker. Not everybody working at the presidency is a presidential staffer. When you pick the law that establishes the office of the presidency, there were category of staff that are called presidential staffers. And you be or more presidency. Any friend of presidential staffer. See, a man appointment. You are given an appointment as a presidential staffer. It is different from cleaner. Oh, you do more presidency. It is different from IT support. Oh, you do more presidency. It is different from secretary. Oh, you do more presidency. Me a presidential staffer. But under the night, don't go for the 2021. I think that what I have here is the 2021 report. Minister of State at the presidency. Nana for the 2021, one minister of state. As at 2010, can I 6. 2010, na 6. John Atamils, na 6. Nana for na 1. Presidential staff is 44. 44. Obi, let it be put on record. There are no 1,000 presidential staffers at the office of the president. 44.
94.7.
44. There are other political appointees. 292. 292. Until the 44 no. Ebeka 292 no. They count one minister of state at the presidency no one. The total political appointees at the presidency 337. Under John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in 2016. OBTA, Minister of State at the presidency as at 2016. Minister of State at the presidency. This is the year John Mahama left office. Now was 6 ministers of state at the presidency. OBTA 6. Nana Akufo-Addo has 1. 6. Presidential staffers and John Mahama were 61. 6-1. Nana Akufo-Addo has 44. TOBTNU. Presidential staffers and Nana Akufo-Addo were 44. John Mahama there 61. Other political appointees are 118. Nana there 292. And then we have what we call public sector appointees. Almost civil servants. Obi 2021. Almost 658. These are not politicians. You have two more. No civil service in the post yomo. And ye post yomo ba presidency wo. Nana do be call Dr. Baumia beba ombe so I just say John Mahama call civil servants you almost ho or your accountant or your cleaner or your gardener or your stenographer. They are your politicians. 658. John Mahama in 2016. Now public sector civil servant. 712. Obi 712 under John Dramani Mahama in 2016. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo in 2021. 658. Nobody should do this to the people of Ghana. Share. Let us know copies. This is dated 30th July 2010. When you open this document, which goes to Parliament this year, 2023, 2022, catering division, where Atame was new, or 43 catering division, or staff 43, your political appointees, your public servants, or seamstress
FM,
or seamstress 5, your political appointees, your civil servants, or washermen, or messengers, or librarians, or stewards, Department of Parks and Gardens, no, NIPA 51, Ghana Health Service, NIPA 17, Controller and Accountant General for NIPA 17, Audit Service 10, Fire Service 44, Public Works Department, or Prestige 52, Ghana Post, our staff 2, Obilesta County. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, 22nd March 2018. Obi, and also some reports on our parliament. Ubia chief directors, your politicians 2, administrative class, your politicians 21, executive and clerical class, they are not politicians 18, records 32, Ebasa budget, supply and materials management, internal audit, IT, programmer, research, they are all not politicians. Department of Parks and Gardens 98, Ghana Health Service 46, Controller and Accountant General 13, Audit Service 7, Ghana National Fire Service 61, Public Works Department 64, Telecom, Telephone Exchange, Ghana Post, Ukani now 706. These are not politicians. These are not politicians. 706. They are public servants. It is all about TV, Sonaka Radio, so can say, the 1,000 the good presidency here. First of all, either you are ignorant, or you know, but you are deliberately trying to mislead the public. Because of the idea, and yeah, MPP in the NDC has this, MPP has this, and that's why I've shown you records of both Professor Atamils and then your friend is saying Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And I'm just telling you, sir, this is John Dramani Mahama's statistics. Over 6 ministers of state at the presidency. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, 1. President Mahama, no, was 61 presidential staffers. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, 44. Me, I'm a presidential staffer. But not everybody at the office of the president is a presidential staffer. Until nobody should ever say it anywhere, say, and that there are 1,000 presidential staffers at the office of the president. If you say it like lawyer knows, he's not ignorant, he knows. But he's deliberately trying to mislead the public. Obi, the other issue, if we are asking for, your friend is saying, downsizing of government, the way our governance is structured, then we are asking for public servants to be laid off. Because like I've just shown you, 195-year-old office of the president, you know, it moves 700 public servants.
94.7.
700 public servants. And really, if you say we should cut down the size at the office of the president, then you're asking us to sack public servants. If that is the case, let's have that conversation. Professor John Dramani Mahama list the 897. 897 no emu 6 ministers of state, presidential services 61, other political appointees are normal cake 118, obi public servants 712. So maybe the 712 is what we are talking about. There is another thing, some other government appointees 118,292 Yami Koti and Anado, and then John Dramani Mahama obi scholarship secretariat Kingsley Munina, they are part of SAD data no Maslok into come Masloka, some more Maslok, director of communication, be all Maslok, or Kasa, other appointees. Anything I offer list now. When you take this list, you realize that there is a name of somebody who works at NEIP as communications for the institution, but okay, the list of friend is saying data from the presidency.
Because say offices under the office of the president.
National Identification Authority. Into Ubekono, silence the Ukraine, not National Education Authority communications guy, na PR no, or Kasa presidency data no, into one year, Obefi say, or to Jubilee House. But only institutions are a year under the office of the president. We know these things. These are official documents. These are documents that are out there in the public. All we need to do is we want to do the spin. We can do it. But let's tell them the truth first. Sure. I remember our last scenario be on this issue of size of number of ministers. Obi, for the optics there. For the optics. Say na and say minister so but it doesn't save anybody any money. Obi wonu say Kojo Oponkroma or your MP for Ofasa ye be honorable Kojo Oponkroma. You know, your minister for information. Wonu say on G salary as minister of information. It is ene you Kojo Oponkroma as minister of information kra na sika abosumi bia controller na Ghana ban you tia on ho a salary no and one ebetua. Let me give you another scenario. If there is an argument that we should merge information and communication ministry, okay, Obi, we merge information and communication ministry. It doesn't mean say bakwaduma wejayo. Enti bia one merge enti your minister bakupe and a woho. But ejuma na communications ministry e woho ese so moye no eno no be den ombeye. Ejuma information ministry ese eno no be. The entire staff at the communication ministry, the entire staff at the information ministry, they remain. At the moment, if you say we should merge information and communication with the current arrangement, it means that you are going to save only 2 MPs from being ministers. But you haven't saved any cost on them because every month. No, honorable Eselowusu Poma, honorable Poma, Omoji. It took us on your communication minister beam. Now what you need na Kojo Oponkroma kra. Still ano, Sabo Sumiake to be the honorable Eslano. And no obey obeji. And let me tell you something. Senka ene, as I say honorable Esla's communication minister. Otukwa no ko tamale. Na oko inspect rural telephony project bia. The facts only one. It say director bia or communications side hono would go and tell the communication information minister say, oh, yeah, telephony inspection. Into obefaka no ayden. Na wako. It is not as if the work would remain. So in its actual sense, if you are advocating for something like that, which is not for if it's not for the purposes of political optics there, then we are asking for these public servants to be laid off.
But say obi a MP no say a minister. In him say ministers Aketriano was struck across.
No, that's not actually under this government, no. Yes, that's a matter of fact.
MPs and ministers, the same cabinet ministers,
yes,
the same salaries
actually
as
under
MPs.
Yes, please.
You know that for a fact.
Oh, as a matter of fact,
for somebody like Esla, no, our cabinet minister,
on extra money,
on your top up,
Debbie. As a matter of fact, in fact, Okofa, a friend is saying, even the report that was done, say emolument report between 2017 and 2019, and no said top up kakane is insignificant. Some were not even up to 1,000. But under this particular regime, there's no top up. Obi, unim to say under this government, 30% of the appointees, almost salary has been taken off.
No, almost salary, 30% every so and answer 30% of
the. Say it has been taken off.
No, me about inti.
Abayaji.
Okay, baby.
No, me say 30%.
30% of the appointees, and as appointees, need na salary na 30% every.
I say 30% of who appointing no salary.
Okay.
Yes. Yaji, it means that if you were earning 1,000 Ghana cedis, now you are earning 700 Ghana cedis. That is a policy that His Excellency the President has already announced.
So how
Entina make us obi. Sound common on. See then what we are really, you the person you are really advocating for. So saying political optics there, then you're asking for layoffs of public sector workers. Because what presidency here may say. And I'm giving you the figures. Under John Dramani Mahama, they had a total of 897 staff. Out of that 897, 712 were public servants. And Nana Aduranko Ekufuado, we have a total of 995 staff. Out of that 995 staff, 658 are public servants. They are not politicians. Omono, Dr. Baumiaba, 2025 January, Oko office wa Sanford Omomotiho. Dr. Baumia appointment obey no, it doesn't affect Sankrofo. There are people National Service Office of the President, no more National Service no Mudia grow, Office of the President Castle and Akufono. There are some people are Yakoto more Castle. And then Oko Jubilee House, they still work there, they are still there. They are still in the accounts department. They are still in the IT department. They are stenographers. Some are under parks and gardens and all of that. Until we should situate that conversation well. But for the ranking member of health in the Parliament of the Republic of Ghana to sit on TV and say Aban has a large size government and that there are 1,000 presidential staffers at the presidency. It is a complete lie. It is a falsehood, and I feel I have the obligation as a Ghanaian to set the record straight. Okay. And no more say any defend. Me, I don't defend. I clarify. That's my job. If you accuse me of defending, then I say you also attacking. So why are you always also attacking? Our job as politicians is to ensure once we lead the country, we clarify issue, educate them. It is not a matter of attack and defense. In football, it's an intellectual space where we share divergent views and ideas and ensure at the end of the day we take decisions that will go to the benefit of our people. Okay. I just wanted to set that record that it's a complete lie, it is a falsehood. We don't have 1,000 presidential staffers and Nana Akufo-Addo. President Mahama had 61 presidential staffers. Nana Akufo-Addo has 44 presidential staffers. President Mahama had 6 ministers of state. Nana Akufo-Addo has 1 minister of state at the presidency. Medase.
Menso me da say Ekosiisen so ne high Asempa FM. Yes. Lawyer. Say
get it well, sir.
Okay.
Per more topics na mo debate.
Sure.
One of the people who were calling for downsizing of government. It's not account.
More
report Labour Federation, right?
Yes.
Good.
And there'll be a labor of public.
So over Trana and what's our attention now they see I can't
go.
Tell me. So topics that might be an hour already. I'm drawing your attention. Topics on the mind.
I am glad you mentioned
Labour Federation for.
Okay.
Are calling for that, and the IB saying Article 71 of his orders
should also forgo almost when you haircut.
Oh, but say 30% to be. Yeah, start your grants haircut.
Or say Article 71 of his orders. Now one got some more president.
MPC
executive
minority MPC no more money.
TND can minority MPC on Yamusuba born India. Enter minority MPC as your money because more than for animal. Some bomb break young as animal in Amazon. How does it? Some bomb break ya and Casanima is in case. This behavior, Obi, you're the 2 man anymore. Da biano de ye say asem na da ho no ye nhwe nka presidential staffers are out when about list. You see waka ko dopon krima na wanyi pay as minister and onye say ahinote
and the minim
good what aban fie mu ana as a minister na so wo kana saade yamusi ahon sasa what aban fie mu as minister kodomani sound nyawo as president na make but we yamusi as ministers na wo bo mo dey say wo mo ye MPs it wo mo nyim ministerial salaries na mo mo gi MP salaries no wo mo te aban fie mu no mo te say MP bia say amana sika so onfanko bedan e bua asa dan mu no mo te edidi minister yi ana what aban fie mu aban fie as minister MP bia amana sika so onfanko ka entrem loan I said make a mouse can't say loan said your mouse can. Me boy, some of them can't me boy. Every 4 years, what you say can be. Another question. Car what Timonde, Eddie Minister, no? MP can no, the man not Timu. And now what to come from? Because argument are weird. Make us understand, say, oh, when it was Sashi in see. That I know I'm the crown. So means on your minister being poor, or just MP, Meguana, or Conachi, or you pay now. The argument is that in reality, no, and we am put on the moment when you want. But we are asking other further questions. Minister be entitled to 2 cars. Every minister, 2 cars, a cross country vehicle, which is a Toyota Land Cruiser V8, and a salon vehicle for internal rounds. Sorry, what I mean, ministers now ADMPs, no. And as almost MP and ministers at the same time, no. Cars 2 years, the ministers and Omojibi. And MP car no, the mom walk up and most of them at out of V8, no. And no one will issue the minister no. If the answer is no, then the course yema wamosono entity on wasono is important. Okay. If you are Temo, Yama MPC case of a Kohandai. Menka the last amount at the moment, I know you're India, Menka, but minimum every 4 year piano, your mom is for 9, your mom is for car. If you are one way MPC ministers at the Temunde in their various homes, I are buying the now castle on Kohano and Nasa and they gonna buy fear and your wound parents and Muna and Alton. Which one? These are questions that we should be asking. It's one way cast a young cat in Mano. They are not just calling for people to be laid off. But there are several things that I better on one car. So I cannot I mean keeping them there no episode. These are the things that Federation of Labour any other for in actually it's not just our say who you be a I'm be and say be we back on the Federation for they will gain what? Nothing. But they are associated cost to their offices, to their portfolios, which the country cannot run away from. Minister Bia is entitled to fuel every week. What I say? Fuel now at the moment, are they taking it as ministers or they're not taking it because they are MPs in Tiana? You must answer all these questions. So more did any I did to me say, Huakano, Emposa also Oman salary, no, the other cost that the country is still incurring about them because they are still in the office as ministers.
Lawyer Chumberima and I'm in Kano.